Hey everybody out there, thank you for navigating your way deep within the bowels of the Vapor's Den. My name's Aaron, I'm going to be your host. Today's conversation that I'm going to do on my video here is, we're going to talk about the Stingray X Mech mod. I was vape gifted this Mech mod from a very good friend of mine on social media, my G+ social media, about a little over 6 months ago, possibly 7. But back then I was just kind of 1 month old in vaping. I was using an iTaste VV 2.0, was just making the jump into a VAMO V5, 3 watts to 15. Can fire anything from 1.2 up to 4.2. Those were the kind of devices I was using at the time. And the wonderful provider of this Mech mod, probably like another person I have on social media, real good friend of mine, similar around the same time, she vape gifted me an entry-level Mech mod called a KTS Plus. But, I think both of them knew that eventually one of these days I'd rotate my way out of being, put away those, the iTaste and the VAMO, and I would move up and want a, Mech mod, want a RDA, definitely want a seldom, and both of them would be absolutely correct. And since then I have done so. And I never knew exactly what I was getting when I got it. And when I opened this up in the mail, it was just an inanimate object. I had not used one prior. I knew a little about them, but not enough to say I did. Just didn't quite know. But since busting into subboming just about 5 months ago, and now I'm into it pretty serious. I mean, everything I want to do vape related, it's got to have a sub-ohm attachment or a sub-ohm connotation to it, something. But little did I know, and I'm not being boastful, and I'm trying to leave ego aside, check my ego at the door with this. I'm trying to be humble with presenting this, is I didn't know the type of prestige that an authentic Stingray X can garnish from the vape community. I have had 3 or 4 financial offers for people, especially at my local brick and mortars, the couple of them in my neighborhood that I go to. I've had people want to buy this from me. I thought it was crazy. But there again, I don't sell gifts. When somebody gifts something to me, I tend to keep them probably until I'm dead and buried with them. But the dead and buried will be a whole nother video. But I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I started using this out in public. Some little vape groupie get-togethers, 1 or 2 little micro conventions, a couple cloud comps. I'm walking in with usually my Vertex V2 atop this wonderful device, and just didn't know until people spotted me with it what type of device and what type of respect it garnishes within the vape community. And I didn't let it go to my head, and I'm still not letting it, but I do vape with a certain level of distinction and a certain level of pride when it comes to this Stingray. Either be here in my home, be it out in the community, be it at my brick and mortar shop down the street that I go to, whomever, wherever, all that. I feel a little extra warm and fuzzy when I'm vaping on this, and I seldomly do. Me, I'm a regulated guy. Lima V1 rocking right now with a 0.98 build, I taste, the IPv4, recently updated to the S for free over the internet. But getting back to this, very rarely and seldomly, but when I do, it's a good feeling. But on my previous videos, because I want to kind of take you to the deck on this, kind of, categorically go through this and kind of show you what the Stingray X is all about. My prior videos I used to call the format, we're going to go desk level, but as you can see, there's no more desk. So now we're going to implement a new format. instead of going desk level and adjusting video cams and all that kind of stuff and bringing you right to the desk and physically step by step going through it in live motion, I am going to introduce a new format to presenting information to all you wonderful people on YouTube out there. I am going to start doing a process called play-by-play. So we're going to start a play-by-play on this. I'm going to let you get up close and personal, a little descriptive with the Stingray X. And then as soon as we're done on the backside of play-by-play, we're going to come right back here. I'm going to load this up with a battery. I'm going to put an RDA atop this, going to load it with some juice, have a couple vapes on it, let you see what it's all about, and then I'm going to vape you on out of here. So here we go. We're going to go play-by-play. See you on the flip side. And we are back on the flip side of the play-by-play. Hope you enjoyed that new format. Hope you enjoyed the music went along with it. I didn't want you being bored to tears just watching a slideshow. But here we are. We're back on the other side. And as promised, I'm grabbing my Stingray. Bottom firing button's already been removed so that we don't take up too much time here. I have, for this presentation, grabbed one of my Samsung 25R high drain batteries, my personal preference as far as the Mech mod and regulated mod approved batteries out there on the open market. Samsung seemed to do it for me. I've had good experiences with them. I know there's VTC4, VTC5 out there. I know there's LGs out there. They're all just about the same thing. They're all just about as good. But for me, I'm a Samsung fanboy. Don't ask me why. So I always load it, bottom load it, never really top load it. And what I try to do here is to not damage the exterior coating of the battery and the interior of the mod. I try to get as much gravity assist on the feed as possible, just let gravity do it, because I don't want to, slam it on in there as if I was loading a bullet into a rifle or anything like that. And so I just, right there, that's the gravity assist that I was talking about, direct. Once that little air, goes by, whoop, goes straight on down. That's, for me, I feel is the safest way to load a mod with a battery, especially Mech mods. And then I'm going to grab the bottom firing pin, spring-loaded firing pin. Doesn't take too long to get that bad boy all snugged up against the negative side of the battery. And we got a nice snug-up job. I am grabbing my authentic mutation. Some call it X2, some call it V2, but this one has a V2 on there, so we'll just call it V2 for this presentation. Already has a previous build that I built up just shy of about a week ago. It's 0.38 ohms, dual coil. The coils are built out of, it's dual strand, twisted, 26 gauge Kenthal. Dual twisted, built to 0.38 Japanese organic cotton wicks. And this has been blessed by a juice that I'm going to use, and I have saved purposely for this presentation. It's bought at my local brick and mortar shop. A special lady friend works at. It's already had this juice vaped on it priorly, so I'm just going to use the same juice on it. Plus, I saved this juice purposely for this presentation because it's pretty much the last of the seldom e-juice I have that's a low neck in the house. So I wanted to have enough juice for this presentation. So that's juiced up real good. It's soaking up again. It's receiving the juice proper. They're going to have to tell any of you what to look out for, because if you're pretty much watching this, you either must be interested in a mech, you must be interested in mechs and currently doing it. Who knows? And I just make sure that the air slits are properly aligned with the coils. I give it a little test. There it is. That's the crackle. There we are. Little steam going up right there. Let me know that we got a real good deal going on right in there. I'm going to give it a little prime. Hasn't been vaped on in almost a week. Nice. And the juice I'm using is called Cool Karma. It's real, menthol-y. It's real winter spirit, like you put in like a thing of like Wrigley's in your mouth. Kind of like, it's almost similar to me. It's like you took, the snow of winter and you took up ground pine trees and you put in some menthol and maybe a couple pine cones, and you make a juice out of it. That's kind of how it is to me. Not my normal affair. I'm kind of a dessert vapor, kind of into the custards, the pies, the creams, the birthday cakes, that kind of stuff. But when one only has what one only has, we don't look gift horses in the mouth. At least I don't. But here we go. I'm going to take some real good hits now, do a couple of hits, and then I'll start thinking about wrapping this bad boy up and start vaping you on out of here. Real nice draw. The Stingray provides plenty of ample power. Whatever battery charging status you have on the battery that you're feeding into your Stingray or similar mech mods, if you have a fully charged battery, you are getting fully charged power resonating straight into your RDA, creating that awesome burn of the coils and creating that awesome vapor that goes right on into you. And especially if you're getting your nicotine by way of vapor, helps keep you calm. Take a couple more vapes off this. Just real easy going vape. Stingray's an awesome mech mod to use for, casual or competitive RDA vaping. Just wonderful. I always feel so good when I'm vaping on this device, as I described prior. Just wonderful. Easy, no nonsense, straightforward mech mod vaping. Plenty of power, delivers the power to the RDA, not a problem. Produces the vape, you get paid, and the paid is vape. So I have a couple more little vapes here. Just real nice. Real nice. And on that note, I think I'm going to start thinking about wrapping this bad boy up. I hope you enjoyed this. And also, as I close this video out, I normally don't do so, but I'm starting to get interested in it, and I'm starting to kind of want this. I appreciate each and every one of you who have previously viewed any of my videos, or also the new person experiencing and viewing one of my videos for the very first time and just discovering them. I really highly appreciate, the frequent flyer viewer and the new person that's coming on board, just witnessing my videos. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you very much for doing so. I appreciate seeing that there are some views on my videos, even though I know they're not in real, high demand out there on YouTube, but I appreciate it. But I'm also going to start asking that if you really like what you're seeing, or you want notifications of some new material down the road, or maybe just to pay a little respect to kind of give me an indication you like what you're seeing, could you kind of pay me the favor and subscribe to my channel, so that not only are you notified when I do new material, but you'll also be notified if I update material, you'll be notified if I omit material or whatnot. But I'd really like to start getting some subscribers to my channel. I've been doing this for quite some time now, and I'd kind of like to see, I love the views, I'm very thankful for them, but I'd also like to see an increase in the subscribers as well. Just trying to build up my base a little bit, trying to give as best I can to all of you out there, and I would like anyone watching this video or any of my prior videos to kind of want to be in that with me, so that we both can, be providing, the best material, as I, sometimes struggle, or sometimes I, effortlessly can provide to you. This does come at a little bit of an investment, and I would just like to start seeing just a little, humbly like to start seeing a little bit of dividend by maybe increasing my subscriber base a little bit. But on that note, I want Vape you on out of here. Have another vape with you. Again, thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure having you. Thank you for paying Vapor's Den another visit, or if this is your first time, welcome aboard. And on that note, have a nice day. Take them on easy. Bye-bye now.